games each, with Pitayavon Chaiwan beating Gregora Mariska Tunjung, and we've just seen Aaron Chia and Sobayik defeat Kim Gi-jung and Kim Sarung in the men's doubles. Now our attentions turn to women's singles, with Kim Ga Eun of Korea taking on the fourth-seeded Chinese player Chen Yu Fei. Chen, of course, the winner last week, I should say, of the Indonesia Masters 2022, and whoever wins this match will play Zhang Yiman of China, who actually had Supanida retire in that first match. She was leading 13-6 Zhang Yiman in that one. Match is coming thick and fast here.
Please welcome
on court one, and I'm delighted to say I've now got some company here with me in the commentary position. Former Denmark national coach Steen Pedersen with me. Steen, great to have you with us.
Thanks, Suzanne.
As we see Kim Ga Eun making her way onto the court. I last saw her in the Uber Cup semi-finals. Really enjoyed commentating on her win against Nozomi Okuhara. And that winning point that she got to push Korea into the finals, and they, of course, went on to win the Uber Cup. It was a wonderful triumph for Korea over China.
That was an amazing run they had, Korea there. Fantastic finals, 3-2.
And she goes up against Chen Yu Fei, who she doesn't have a good record against, but that kind of momentum, knowing that your team beat the Chinese, surely you bring some of that into a matchup like this.
I think you do, but I don't think it will help her.
Laying it out as it is there, Steen.
Now she's up against the first women singles from China instead of the second. But you never know. You never know, and there might be some fatigue from last week from Chen Yu Fei.
Absolutely, because she went all the way, as you mentioned. Look, the head-to-head is certainly in favour of Chen Yu Fei. But Kim has won the last time that they met, if that's of any kind of comfort. That was at the Korean Open not too long ago. She beat Chen Yu Fei 21-17, 21-19. Chen has won all the other three matches quite comfortably in straight games. Though I must add that all those matches were many years ago. But as Steen mentioned, Chen Yu Fei, superb player. Kim Ga Eun is 24 years of age from Ulsan, 172 centimeters tall. She's 19th. Her highest was 15th, and that was almost 2 and a bit years ago, March 2020, when she reached her highest ranking. Her opponent, well, she's won just about everything there is to win, almost. Chen Yu Fei, 24, from Zhejiang, 171 centimeters tall. She's a former world #1. That was achieved in December 2019. She's currently #4 in the world. She's the current Olympic champion. Has won the Sudirman Cup with China a couple of times, the Uber Cup. And not got the World Championship just yet. A couple of bronze medals in 2017, 2019. But 10 titles on the World Tour. As I mentioned, most recently in the Indonesia Masters. Had a decent 2022, runners-up 3 times prior to the Masters, of the German Open, Korea Masters, and the Thailand Open. And you just contrast that with Kim, who has 2 titles on the World Tour. You have to go back to 2019 when she did that. Choki Mares, the service judge, and Mr. Bart in charge there, the umpire from Australia. What do you make of this one then, Steen? You're saying Chen, of course, comes into this as the big favourite.
Yeah, I think she does. She showed solid performance last week when she won in this very venue here, and she's had 2 days of rest, so got her first tournament win since the Olympics. So I think she's full of confidence. she's got more exposure to the arena, which is not the easiest arena to play in. Not only when you play Indonesians, there's a lot of audience that are cheering against you, but there's also a bit of drift. So I would say that I have Chen Yu Fei as the favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ga Eun,
Kim won
Korea.
the last time.
And on my left, Chen Yu Fei, China. Chen Yu Fei to serve, love all, play.
That's a nice start there for Kim.
Service over.
Steen, you mentioned the drift. What are your observations of that from last week for those who perhaps weren't watching the Indonesia Masters?
Yeah, there was a drift sideways. I'm not sure that's significant today. There's a little bit of sideways drift, I think, left to right. There was last week, and then there was some drift alongside the court, but it was a tricky
Service
one.
over,
And I've just been
all.
sitting close to the courts further down than we are here, and I think there's a drift alongside the court from Kim Ga Eun towards Chen Yu Fei. It doesn't mean that they can't put it long on both sides, but here where Chen Yu Fei is playing, she's playing up against the drift, and she has to apply a little bit more power in her shots. And because the shuttles are a little bit to the slow side, that's actually quite difficult for the players on this near side of the court. So actually the opposite side becomes the preferred side for a lot of the disciplines. We saw it in the previous men's double that So and Cha were able to build enough of a lead on the opposite side to sort of see it through all the way in the third game, but otherwise the games were won on the opposite side, on the far side of the court. Had the shuttles been a little bit faster, then the near side here would have been the preferred side, because it was possible to play the back court with more confidence, and you would put a lot more shots out on this near back line.
Yeah, that's always good to know. Let our audience know about these little advantages and how the ends can make a significant difference. At the moment, Chen Yu Fei just in front.
For 2.
Oh, effortless from Chen Yu Fei.
5-2.
He's looking very comfortable already. Reeling off points at the moment, Chen Yu Fei.
6-2.
Yeah, and I have to say that that particular rally sort of suggested that the sideways drift had changed, and now is right to left, and that's what makes it so difficult here. That you can experience shorter periods where the drift is not as you have read it, because then doors are opening, or there's a lot of movement in the audience where they move to one of the adjacent courts to watch the home players and so on. So it makes it challenging.
So even things like that can affect the drift, can't they? When you're saying the audience suddenly rush over to...
And we've got a whole number of sponsor flags here, and we can see at least one of them moving, but not too much. From our position, you can't see it on the picture on your screens, but we can see them. And when we were here yesterday, they were moving a lot more. So
it's quite telling, isn't it? From where we are.
Yeah.
Chen Yu Fei in a good position here at the moment. Just try to force the issue.
Service over.
And that ends her run of
8.
consecutive points. 6 in a row she had until then. Well, that is the first time she's had consecutive points in this first game. And to build on that, Ga Eun. Wonderfully done by Chen, down the line.
9-4.
Really in the zone at the moment, Chen Yu Fei.
And both players normally quite keen on playing rally-style badminton, and that's also how Ga Eun has started out. While I think Chen Yu Fei has been able to sort of adjust her game a little bit more and put in some attacks, but here from the early stages, Chen has had quite good length on her shots. That's short.
We've
10
not had too many of those rallies, have we yet?
No.
Chen Yu Fei, of course, beating Ratchanok Intanon in that final in 3.
Play.
It's the only time in the tournament that she dropped a game. Very, very straightforward run to the final. Just to give you an idea, she beat Busanan in the quarterfinals. Busanan was the one who beat Ga Eun in the round of 16, and she did that very easily, 21-8, 21-14. So Kim is hoping for a change of fortune here. At the moment, she's struggling a little bit.
Six, 10.
This is a bit better from her. The lead reduced to 4.
Service over, 11-6.
Disappointing for her,
interval.
and Chen Yu Fei takes that 5-point lead into the interval.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Chen Yu Fei talking to herself quite a bit there. Fairly comfortable for her so far, wouldn't you say, Steen?
Yeah, this is
11-6.
sort of peace and no danger for Chen Yu Fei. This is the way she likes to play. Normally, these rallying style matches is what she wants. She moves well. She's strong tactically, normally good touch.
12,
We've seen
6.
her. We haven't seen her. That's actually been the problem, that she hasn't won
Shuttle.
a lot of tournaments after the Olympics. But I think that's quite normal, that it takes some time to sort of get over it. And this Olympic period had been a year longer than normal.
Yeah.
So it's understandable that you cannot perform at your absolute best all the time.
She did get to quite a number of finals, didn't she? She just couldn't quite get over the finishing line.
Yeah. So it shows a high, lower level, in my opinion.
Nicely done there from Chen.
Please lap the court.
Great noise in this venue. There are no Indonesians at play at the moment.
But that's what the players love so much, that it's a badminton
Loving country, yeah.
audience here, and they appreciate good badminton. And they're not afraid to show it, to put it mildly.
Tumbles over the net. Yeah, it's been
14-7.
fantastic kind of atmosphere, certainly. When Indonesians come along, well, it becomes like a football match, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the kind of atmosphere you have. And this crowd will just get bigger and bigger as the day progresses. She just feels fully in control of things at the moment, doesn't she, Chen Yu Fei?
Yeah.
15-7.
She is. And this venue here is not it's not a venue that sort of supports the playing style of Kim Ga Eun, because she's forced to play a more attacking style that she prefers. Oi, oi, oi. That's a good deception.
16-7.
Very, very good. Wrong foots her opponent.
Yeah.
Well, that will give her more encouragement.
Yeah. Flat the lift, cross lift from Chen Yu Fei. That one becomes way too flat. Good interception by Kim Ga Eun.
Yeah, she needs a lot more of that right now.
Play.
Well wide.
Service over.
Disappointment again.
17-8.
9 points between them. Big lead here for Chen Yu Fei. Easy does it again for Chen, who's strolling towards that 21.
Play. 19-8.
It's 11 points now, that lead. Looks a little bereft of ideas at the moment, Kim Ga Eun.
Service over, 9-19.
At the moment, unforced errors are only way forward, because Chen is just looking that good.
She would have preferred an even slower playing hole, Kim Ga Eun, so she could use her physicality.
10-19.
Couple of points here for her, but there's more than that. And we've got 10 game points here for Chen Yu Fei.
20 game point 10.
Very comfortable at the moment for the Chinese shuttler, as we probably thought it would be.
Yeah, we had an idea after her performance last week where she returned to something close to top shape.
And there you have it. Chen Yu Fei wraps up game one.
First game won by Chen Yu
Very,
Fei,
very comfortably indeed.
21-10.
She wins at 21-10, and there are big problems here, you feel, for Kim Ga Eun.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So, Steen, what would the coach be telling Kim Ga Eun to try and do to mitigate what's been happening so far?
Yeah, I think Sung Ji-hyun has been talking about the difference
Second
on the
game.
ends, and I think she has a better chance playing this near end here, because her style is more like putting a lot of pressure on the back line, and if she can get the correct length, but that's going to be the problem. Oi, there was the left to right sideways drift.
One love.
Can she get the correct length when under pressure? And also, now that she's standing closer to us here, I can see that both her calf muscles are heavily strapped.
Oh yes, that's a good point. We couldn't see that from that far end, could we?
No, it looked a little bit strange, but it
Two
was
love.
difficult to see.
Yeah.
But she needs to be able to to use all of the court and get enough length on her shots. The problem is if she gets a little bit out of balance, it's difficult to control, it's difficult to sort of remember to give it that little extra if you're out of balance. And then I think we'll see Chen Yu Fei adapt a little bit more aggressive playing style if Kim plays too short.
Yeah,
now she's in trouble with the
3
sideways drift
love.
here from the beginning.
Struggling with that already.
And we didn't see it that much in the first game, but maybe it wasn't there. And then suddenly, where you think your aiming is actually wrong, you have to adjust your sort of map over the court. It's also wide. Three errors in a row.
Yeah,
Kim
absolutely.
Ga Eun
Kim's going to challenge that one. It's probably
out.
that's the closest of the 3 points so far that she's gone wide on.
Yeah.
But it is out. Well, that would be really frustrating for Kim, wouldn't it? Because she's thinking now I'm onto this side, which would favour me a bit more my game.
Yeah.
And now I've got more sideways drift to deal with than I had before.
Play.
And if she now plays one long of the back line, then there will be a lot of insecurity
Right.
with the Korean. Now that's better because that supports
Service over,
my read
1-4.
on the drift, and I would expect the Koreans to have some sort of the same.
Two, 4.
Yeah, slightly better now for Kim. Interesting enough, her opponent, the Yuba Cup I talked about earlier, is right next to her right now, Nozomi Okuhara. Gone long twice there now.
3-4.
And not only long, they've been way out.
Oh,
Service
Again.
over, 5-3.
at least 4 points now she's conceded have gone wide in this second game.
Yeah, 4 and 5 points. Been errors on that right side line.
Well, she'll be happy with that.
Service over, 4-5.
But does that start playing on your mind as a player when you're going for those short shots on the right hand side, and you know that so many have gone wide?
Yeah, but you've got to adjust
Right? Yeah.
and play with a bit more mark. See, that's worrying.
Service
She
over,
can actually
6-4.
put it long here. And if we could see this match from the side instead of from the back line here, we would probably see that the lifts and the clears from Chen Yu Fei have a more curved trajectory
Service over,
than
5-6.
her lifts and the clears in the first game, because she's got to be more careful. And Kim, on her hand, she can put a little bit more punch in her shots. She didn't do that here. Wide.
Yeah, that side of the court is not
Service
working at the
over,
moment for Kim.
7-5.
And then you got to try and exploit it a little bit. You got to try and attack to that side and know that it's going to be difficult. If you can hit the attack reasonably well with a little bit of margin, it's going to be difficult for your opponent, if you place it straight, to keep it inside the court, so that you used it to your advantage. It stays in.
8-5.
And that also is worrying for the read and the sort of confidence that Kim has got on how this court is playing right now. She might be thinking this is completely impossible to predict where the drift is, and I mean the only safe shot is a body smash basically.
Yeah, it's just not working out for her at the moment.
9-5.
Unpredictable for Kim.
And now we'll probably see the smash. No, tries again. I think it was W.C. Fields, the American
6-9.
entertainer, actor, was he, who said once, if you fail, try again, and then again, and then again, and then stop, because there's no reason to look completely stupid. Gone long. Wow.
Service over. This is 10-6.
This is not the read that I had either. Sitting a little bit closer to the floor.
Well, if it's proving that difficult to read,
yes,
the players must be finding it such challenge at times.
Yeah, and the only thing you can do is to play it downwards. Play it downward.
Which is not her natural game, as you said, right?
It's not her natural game. She doesn't have the as good shots, as good strokes to do it as many other players, and she doesn't have the movement to do it as other players have. So
11-6 interval.
That's very difficult for Kim Ga Eun.
And that's why Chen Yu Fei goes into game 2 with another pretty comfortable lead, 11-6 up.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, as far as Chen Yu Fei is concerned, Steen, I mean, it's just more of the same. She knows that there's a number of errors coming from her opponent at the moment. She just has to go about playing a normal game.
Yeah, just sort of pick the fruits that are coming her way, and be alert, of course, to eventual changes to the opponent's strategy. But it suits her game much more. She's much more sort of tailored to
7-11
to score these relatively easy points. That's well done. Oh, that's a challenge.
Chen Yu Fei challenges called in.
Well, Chen feeling that was out. I thought that was in, but we'll see.
I almost feel sorry for her if that's gone long, because she really did take a chance.
Yeah, which is what you said that she needs to do anyway, right?
Yeah, she needs to do that.
It is in.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 8-11. Play.
That's well played.
Well, this is what you wanted her to do more of.
Yeah.
Kim Ga Eun.
9-11.
Pretty happy with that. Certainly trying to be a little bit more aggressive now.
Play.
It's been a very good restart for the Korean.
Service over. 12-9.
Outscoring her opponent at the moment 3-1 since the interval, Kim Ga Eun.
play. Excellent play.
That's exactly
Service
what
over,
Steen was
10,
talking about.
12.
Overcovering that one, where she can push it, get Chen Yu Fei out of balance, and then attacking and following up. That's pretty good play by Kim Ga Eun. Good controlled attack.
Yeah, she's clearly taking the game to her opponent now.
Yeah.
I just wonder, when was that a little bit earlier?
Playing it downwards and staying in balance. And that's important, staying in balance. If she attacks so much that she gets out of balance, then she plays it into the hand of Chen Yu Fei again. But now she's found the formula.
Service over,
Good little deception again
13-11.
by Chen Yu Fei on the service return. And I mean, if we think back, then I think at least 7 of the 13. I would even think more close
Probably
to 10.
Yeah.
Of the points that Chen Yu Fei has is scored on errors from Kim Ga Eun. Again, excellent. So now Chen Yu Fei
Service
has
over,
got to react to
12,
this
13.
change of playing style from her opponent, because she cannot just stand there and get outmaneuvered in relatively easy attacking style that's been wide.
Well, that's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Service over,
That's the first time on the left side of the court that's let her down.
14-12.
It was always on the right-hand side. So that would be 11 errors now, probably. Close to 11.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a huge amount, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you were making the point
Service over,
earlier, Steen, coming
13,
out of
14.
the interval, that Chen just could almost just pick the fruits and allow those mistakes to happen, but also be a bit wary. And yes, she's had to be wary now, because finally Kim has altered
Otherwise,
things.
she's going to lose the second game if she doesn't sort of either step up her game in the defense or starts challenging a little bit more and attacking a little bit more herself. Then she's in big danger of losing the second game.
14 all.
We can see that her defensive play is not at all accurate. Chen Yu Fei, she gives away 2 big chances on relatively easy defensive shots.
8-3 at the moment in favor of Kim since the interval. Really good fight back from her to draw level. And now she goes in front.
15-14.
She'll be much, much happier with this.
She's won 9 of the last 12 points. That's brilliant.
Faults.
Now, there's Chen
Service over, 15
finally
all.
getting back into her stride.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, if I were Chen Yu Fei, winning the first game to 10, leading 11-6, not really having to work at all. Basically, that's nice. I just want a tournament. I want to get past this first round as easy as possible, and it looks like I'm going to do it. And then the opponent starts scoring a couple of points. Well, yeah, that happens. And then another couple of points. Yeah, okay. And suddenly, it's all square. And you definitely want to finish it in straight games if you can, because, I mean, now it's open. You could end up losing it. But she's geared up, Chen Yu Fei. Good clear.
Clips the net, that one.
Yeah.
She'll
Service
take that,
over.
Kim Ga Eun.
16,
Back in
15.
front. Yeah, she was absolutely cruising, wasn't she, Chen Yu Fei, without really having to go much out of first gear. That's the longest rally, only 21 shots.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and you can also see the average length of the matches if you compare them here to, for instance, All England. Even though we're playing with reasonably slow shuttles here, as they did in All England, you will see the average match time is much less here. Good shot. Fantastic comeback.
17, 15.
This is really good from Kim Ga Eun.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that she was 11 points down against Nozomi Okuhara in that Yuba Cup, and then just dug so deep to go on and win it.
Play.
So she has got that inner strength in her to be able to do that.
Service over. 16, 17.
That's better from Chen. Haven't seen too many winners from her, have we, in this second game?
17 all. Okay.
She just may have injured herself in that. Taking off the strapping.
Yeah, we can't see it here, but on the other side of the court, Kim Ga Eun is removing the strapping from the left calf. I don't know, is that a little bit like horse racing when they pull the cotton buds from the ears of the horses to sort of make them go faster towards the end to remove the strapping, so now you play freely.
That's all a tactic, is it? Let's see if it makes any difference. 17 all. And it's Chen who edges ahead.
17.
Such a contrast this second game, isn't it, Steve?
There's been a total turn of events, and now we're going to see a fight for it here in the last 3-4 rallies. But the problem is, if you only play 3-4 rallies, then chance plays a lot into what you can do. That's good control by Chen Yu Fei, but we also see that she's alert to it now.
17.
She's playing downwards.
She's kind of woken up.
Yeah.
A little bit late, but she's done it.
Yeah.
And that sets her up nicely with 3 match points, Chen Yu Fei.
20, match point 17.
We've gone with this Top Gun face mask there, giving a little bit of advice.
And last week's winner in the Indonesia Masters now moves into the next round after what looked to be a straightforward win, at least for a while, for a game and a half. But let's give a lot of credit to Kim Ga Eun as well.
21-17.
Who played a part in this and made things difficult in that second game. But as Steen predicted, it was Chen Yu Fei would come on to win this. And she'll be happy with that. after what seemed to be a good period of resistance from her opponent. Chen Yu Fei of China defeats Korea's Ga Eun 21-10, 21-17 in 39 minutes. So that was the shortest match we've had so far. The women's singles, Chen Yu Fei defeating Ga Eun there in 39 minutes. Fairly straightforward for her. Let's see what happens now in the men's.